this is another commentary video. And I know you guys are thinking, oh wow, Steedo's gonna become a commentary channel from what I'm guessing. I'm trying not to, I really am. But the regular meme videos, you know, the ones where I just take a fight, put some dramatic music over it, and then add jokes to it to try and make a light-hearted situation. That takes a lot more effort to do than it looks, because first of all, you need to find fights that look interesting or, you know, cool enough to actually show to people. Second of all, the video does need to get kind of spiced up by me running into cheap players or anything that is undesirable to meet in Xenoverse. And doing that alone just causes me a great amount of pain, because at first when I have to fight these cheap players, I just piss myself off and annoy myself. You know, I get mad at the game and I just stop playing it for a while. And then I need to look for every single moment where they key stunned in a video or X-Y'd or something so I can add the sound effects to it. It's generally really annoying and long just to make a video, and I thought, I mean, if you guys want to see those kind of videos, please let me know in the comments. If that takes priority over commentary, then genuinely let me know, because I don't want to give you guys something you don't like, because everyone has a different opinion on commentary, and in my opinion, I find commentary videos quite boring to watch. So it's okay if you guys don't like this, but you know, if you do, that's great. That makes me really happy, because it means I don't have to slave through ranked just to find some really interesting fight that I can blow out of proportion and make look extremely dramatic. This is kind of a, I don't know if you want to call this a prequel to the Golden Frieza video I'm gonna do sooner or later. I always do these original character videos like Super Saiyan Blue Goku, everyone knows that isn't over yet, Subarashi, which is Rose. I haven't really thought anything creative for Golden Frieza yet, but the reason this is also a prequel is there wasn't that many people on today that I considered challenging. Like, I lost 2 fights today, that was it. One was just to a Blue Goku spamming God Fist, that was extremely laggy. And the other one was, of course, a male Earthling using unbanishable stamina bricks, because male Earthlings aren't overpowered. So, this video didn't really have a choice but to be like a shorter Golden Frieza video compared to the ones I normally do, because not many things really seemed that interesting. This second fight was, I mean, it was a fun fight, but I think this guy was either one pretty new to the game or didn't really have an idea of how to fight. I don't want to jerk myself off here, but fight someone like me, because his fighting was pretty standard. I mean, it would work on some people, but I try and play the game as reactionary as possible, meaning I kind of wait to see what my enemy does before I make any decisions of my own. Not essentially just sitting at like range and just mashing block and dashing around, but I like to see how my enemy fights before I really get into the fight. This guy was pretty easy to get a hold of sooner or later. Every single time he vanished behind me, he would just vanish away from me and then go in for the attack, you know, like the players always did like in the first week of the game. This is a Golden Frieza combo that I recommend anyone to do if they play Golden Frieza. If you stamina break someone, just go for his YXY, and don't forget the paralysis ki blast. I know a lot of people go for the YXY then do Emperor's Death Beam, but if you do that, then the enemy falls after you're done with the Emperor's Death Beam. But if you hit them with a paralysis shot, you can freeze them and then go for the Emperor's Death Beam and then just attack them straight after the Death Beam. I tried to show off a lot here. I tried to kill him with all of these cool things like Emperor's Edge and all of those fancy moves, but then I just changed my mind and said a good little aura dash would be more than enough to put him out of commission. This guy was, I mean, I actually gave up when I was fighting him, because I was like, oh look, it's a male Earthling and he's Ki Blast cancelling, so I wasn't even trying when I was fighting him, because I never try against male Earthlings. They're just so annoying to the point where I'm thinking, okay, well if I put effort into this, I'm just going to stress myself out, so I just won't bother, I just won't try against him, whatever. And I mean, I guess his main flaw was that he wanted to spam anything that wasn't the XY, and everyone knows that, you know, top tier male Earthlings just spam XY, but this guy was more into arm crash and all of those bizarre things. Also, make sure to like the video, because I perfect blocked arm crash, and if I didn't do that, he would have probably just sent me 50 justice combinations. So I didn't even mean to perfect block it, that was just a complete accident. The Golden Frieza combo that I tried to do didn't work there. It's mostly because of the case of the way the game works. When I knock him back, the game is like, oh well, I don't really want to follow him, so I guess I'll just make you look at a wall and miss your attack. And I'm just like, oh okay, well that's stupid, but whatever. I think I tried to kill him with Psychic Move. I think my initial thought was, oh, kill him with Psychic Move. That would look really, you know, that would be really disturbing and annoying, and it would piss him off. But I wasn't gonna risk it because he's a male earthling, so you can never risk anything with male earthlings. If you give male earthlings an inch, they'll take everything seriously. This Nappa guy, I will give credit for. I mean, I will say he's a good player. He played extremely defensively, but he's a good player, in my opinion. I do want to fight him again, hopefully when he's on a better character, because we're both on kind of meh characters. Except he figured out some combos of Nappa that are pretty useful, like this one and another one. Maybe you'll see a Nappa video if I try these in training mode, and I was like, oh, this is worth trying out. But he knew combos of Nappa that I thought Nappa was just all shit in this game and not worth using. In Xenoverse 1, he was amazing. I used to use Nappa all the time in Xenoverse 1, but in this game, he didn't really feel that good to me. But if you play him defensively, obviously, because invincibility for him to make everything overpowered. I mean, I hate to say this again, but look at male earthlings. This fight was more, I would say, kind of funny than anything else, because he was a male margin called the Devourer, and I was thinking, alright, based on his appearance and a name like that, he must be doing something cheap. And he wasn't really. He was like, I mean, maybe this, I don't even know if there's such things as a good male margin, because you can only play them in one way, extremely defensively. And that's it, because of that stupid stamina recovery gimmick. This guy was like little to no trouble. I mean, I think at the end of the fight, no, near the end of the fight, like after I don't think I stamina break him, like after he does some, oh, he has this do or die trick, which I found quite interesting, and I didn't even, I mean, I tried to perfect block his do or die and I completely failed, because if I did perfect block it, or if I just grabbed him, then I would have won the game right then and there. But I was thinking, oh, let me just mess around a bit more, but that was a mistake, because whatever he did, I think the Super Soul only activates once, but when you do or die, it makes you extremely tanky and it gives you a bunch of stamina back, which is, I mean, that's literally meant for male margins, because they're the only race in the whole game I can think of that would need that. Wait a minute, do you guys feel something coming? I think I feel it. I think I feel a Necros remix. I think I feel a Necros remix. Oh wait, you don't know who he is? Well, that's absurd. In my opinion, I think he creates some of the best Dragon Ball remixes to date. He's also got a YouTube channel, which I only discovered recently. I mean, I always knew he had a SoundCloud, but a YouTube channel kind of caught me off guard. The music you're hearing now should be a remix of the Golden Frieza theme. I would recommend you check out his YouTube and his SoundCloud. I will put them in the description. And if you don't check them out, I'm just extremely disappointed in you. Honestly, you just lost me on that. But yeah, thank you again to Necros. He's seriously an awesome music creator, and I'm just really glad I get to show off his work. Hopefully, you guys show him the appreciation he deserves, because honestly, I'm really surprised he doesn't have more subscribers or views or anything else with this. Yeah, so the fight basically goes the way it normally does. He's a male margin, its weaknesses start to show up. He's too fat and slow to dodge anything. He's got the stamina weakness going against him, and yeah, the fight just kind of ends, I guess. He couldn't really do much about that. He's a big, slow target. And male margins do have an XY, but it's nowhere near as fast as the male earthlings, because, well, you see no one use it, so obviously it's nowhere near as good. This guy was... I don't even remember what was going on with this guy. I can't remember what his gimmick was either. I think his main plan was... I don't even know, actually. I think he was just kind of spamming. I don't know if it was this guy or another guy, I thought. But, oh, it's probably this guy, yeah. I think this is the guy that tries to spam all clear and arm crash throughout the whole fight. And, I don't know, this guy is just... I don't think he XYs either. I mean, you know when a male earthling knows how to play a male earthling when they just spam XYs, because, you know, the only reason why people use male earthlings is because this is becoming a male earthling video. I need to really stop. But yeah, male earthlings are extremely overpowered, so when you see a guy just spamming XYs on them, you know he's only doing it because it's extremely broken, not because he knows how to play the game. This guy was a funny fight, I will say, mostly because of the end of the fight. I think this fight was pretty normal in my opinion. I think this is just one of those fights you run into in Xenoverse and you think nothing of it. But this guy made it into a big deal with his antics and stunts at the end. That's what I'm gonna call it, I guess. I mean, I don't even think it's a surprise anymore, but after I beat this guy, in my opinion, one of the most regular fights ever, no reason to get upset about this fight, he just rage quits. And, I mean, I don't have my audio, But I was laughing my ass off when this happened. I was seriously, I hurt myself just laughing about this. Because it was the most standard fight ever. There was nothing happened. You could not say either of us were playing cheap or doing anything like ludicrous, and he still rage quits. That's basically the end of the video. There's really nothing else for me to say. But the True Golden Frieza video, see what I did there, True Golden Frieza? The True Golden Frieza video I am planning to release soon. I will see if there's anything else I can do with Golden Frieza, because mostly I stick to 2 combos. His straight X and his YXY. Those are the only combos I really stick with, because I don't think any of the other ones are pretty useful. But please, please, and I urge you to do it one more time, follow Necros, sub to his channel, check out his music. I'm not joking, it's seriously awesome, it's some good stuff. And based on my opinion, I mean, he's doing this completely free on YouTube, so he really needs the support. But yeah, check him out, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever or whatever that video is. And make sure you leave suggestions in the comments for what I should do, because I'm thinking I should do more cast character videos, because there's requests like Yamcha from ages ago that I haven't picked up on yet. And I know all of the Yamcha fans are pretty annoyed. And I was going to do Yamcha, but he has stuff like Fake Death that makes him extremely easy to do. But, you know, I'm going on for a bit too long, so I'm just going to end it here. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you leave your suggestions in the comments. Make sure you like the video if you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, dislike it and go away. You don't have to leave your comment, because if you leave your negative comment, it just puts me in people's recommendations and you still lose. So, yeah. See ya. I just love the sound of my own voice, in all honesty. That's why I like doing commentary videos. I just get to speak a lot and people have to listen to me. You self-absorbed douchebag. Oh, I'm still recording. Fuck.